Sagittarius, hi, welcome. Thank you so much for choosing my channel. Today this is a current couples compatibility love reading, no matter how long you've been together. It's 9 cards each, 5 tarot cards, 4 oracle cards. Are you compatible with your current partner? We'll find out. And if you're not, we'll find out why not. Let's move that up a bit. So this is your pile here. Sagittarius. This is your partner's pile. Ooh, the colours are matching. Look at that. Earth. Even though that's a fire card. But it has some very earthy brown and golden colours in there. And we have the same here, brown and golden, some blue. Roses of love. This is about the self. It's a number 14. 1, 4 is 5. So you're pretty much aware of who you are, who you are deep down, your true authentic self. You like to meditate. You like to take time out. You like to absorb beautiful vibrations, perhaps by having a walk in nature, being in contact with animals, especially birds, doves here. You're very much protected by the divine here. You've got your dragon protectors here. And it looks like you're healing from something right now. Now your partner's got the 6 of fire. It's about balance between the dark and the light and the dark, rather. I'm going by the clothing. And in the middle we have someone who was raising their cup of love, this cup of self-love. That would be your partner. They also know who they are. They're very self-confident. They're very fiery. They're very, very passionate. So I feel that you're kind of very attracted to each other. They're attracted to your calmness. You're attracted to their fire. So it's like opposite attracts each other. Interesting. So far, so good. So far, I mean, not mutually, mutually not uncompatible. The fire and the earth. So, what have we got here? Got the 4 of Wands, the 4 of fire, and we got the Chariot. Yeah, passionate to build something together. You are passionate about cooperation, partnership, working together, building something solid, a good foundation for the 3D life, a good home, good place to live, good place to work, good place to be together. Your partner has some ambitions here with the Chariot. They're moving forward. Doesn't mean they're moving away from you. It just means they have their own agenda. And are you tolerating their own agenda? They know who they are. They're very self-confident, as I already said. That's the fiery person. Passionate, but you are passionate about the relationship as well. Excuse me. They make things happen with their mind. Sharp mind, inquisitive mind, creative mind. You're more of a settled down person. They're more of outgoing person. So opposite attract each other. It's probably the running theme through the reading. I don't know. We'll see. We have Justice. We have the Knight of Pentacles. Oh wow. Oh wow. Justice. Justice. You're bringing in what you deserve in life. You're bringing in balance, you're bringing in clarity, truth, faithfulness, you're bringing in grace. You're bringing in justice into this relationship. You want this relationship balanced. You want it to be balanced, reciprocity, give and take, working together, building something. They're the Knight of Pentacles, so we now see that they are maybe a bit younger. You're the more mature person in the relationship, but also they may be younger, but they're still very self-assured. The Knight of Pentacles. They can be very steadfast. They can be very slow as well. They don't always have to be fiery. They're a kind of ambivalent personality. 1 minute it's lots of action, drive, determination, fire, passion, fire in the belly. And the next minute they are, perhaps they have a little burnout now and again, so they have to rest, recuperate, move slowly forward. At the moment they're looking at the finances, everything's good, everything's under control. So, excellent, so far so good. I mean, we haven't had any major discrepancies yet. This is the Empress. The Empress, she who knows, she who creates, she who births new ideas. Very solid, very steady, sitting there in her domain, holding that cup of love. Yeah, holding that cup of love. The cup of love is empty. The candle's just gone out. What's going on? Sagittarius. We have the Seven of Cups here. We have choice. We have new opportunities, new options, choices. They have choices to make. You have to be careful because they're going to have to live with the consequence of their choices. They're never. The Seven of Cups is never easy choices. They're difficult choices because some of these are very tempting and some of these are very poisonous and toxic and so forth. So you could be sitting there waiting what sort of a decision your partner makes in a certain matter, and it seems to be a love matter. Perhaps you feel that you're slightly growing apart, maybe. It's possible. Or you may feel that your partner gets a bit reckless sometimes. And then you're just sitting there and say, oh no, not again. That's that sort of stance. So it's not an easy relationship. It's interesting because you're so different. You are attracting each other with each other's special ways and your inner fire and your love, but it's not easy. We have the Seven of Swords, the Nine of Wands. Well, you haven't defend your point of view. You're trying to say something to your partner. You're trying to get something across here. You're showing them a broken aquarium. And the question is, are you going to fix that? Or are you going to leave it as it is, or what's happening? Could be that you want to avoid confrontation right now with your partner because they're making that difficult decision, as I said, and it's not really something that you are fond of. But they have the Nine of Wands. They are releasing their burden right now, or they're trying to release them. The burdens that they've created for themselves. You've been patient with them. You're preempting a strike here. You're feeling that you've got to sneak out of this situation here. You don't want to get involved with whatever they're up to right now. You don't want to get involved. So you're sneaking off with your swords, with your perhaps you have a mental, not breakdown, but a bit of a meltdown. You're having a bit of a mental meltdown. They're saying, "Oh well, I think, you know, listen, things are not so bad. Let's just push forward with what we talked about." And it seems to me this is a person who's always getting themselves into trouble. A hot-headed person likes to get themselves into trouble. Oh my word, what is coming up next? Unfaithful friend, shameless sensuality. Here we go. This is where the frictions could be lying. All you want is a faithful friend, someone who's steady, grounded. Even though you're the fire sign here, Sagittarius, they're even firier. They're even more fiery than you are. They might not even be a fire sign. And they have a shameless sensuality, which means people go for them. People home into them. Whether it's a man or a woman, they have that sensuality and they're not afraid to show it. And you wish sometimes, do you always have to be so overtly sensual so you attract the attention of others? Because why? Because why? I just want you to be the faithful friend, and I just want this to be a close relationship. I don't want to have to fight for your attention with other people, and I'm not going to do that. That is your stance. So you can see this is someone who's possibly not changing, changing their spots. Preservation, renewal. Oh dear. Yes, we are growing apart, aren't we? You're trying to preserve what's left of the relationship. You know it's kind of failing because you two are just so different. In the beginning that was fun, in the beginning that was new and that was exciting and that was desirable, but as time goes on that is not the case anymore. You want to settle, possibly have a child. You want to preserve what's left of the relationship. But it's taking everything out of you. Taking everything out of you. You're giving and giving, and they're taking. They experience a renewal. They experience, perhaps they've connected back to their inner child. It's kind of like they're having a sort of a rebirth, and life seems all very exciting, and they're getting out and about, and they're mixing with people, and you just want to, you know, sometimes stay at home and cuddle by the fire or in the bed, and not going out, and you don't see the necessity. You don't feel that you need to, but they obviously do. They want that excitement that they've experienced all their lives. They want that to continue, and they're not really that keen on making the the necessary changes. It's just not in their nature. They're a hothead. So, anger and chains. Is that anger and chains? Masquerade. Okay. Ooh. That is a difficult situation. It's getting more difficult by the minute. Obviously, you feel angry about now. You're not accepting anymore of the situation. It's gone too far. They're tipping over to the other side. They're tipping over to away from you. They're too far away from you now. You're getting angry and you feel chained. You feel chained to them because you've given so much of yourself to them. Obviously, that was your own choice. You've given your power away to this person. Now this person is masquerading about in their renewed fiery energy and their attraction, and they are very desirable. Now and again they wear a mask, they draw people in, then they take the mask off and they discard people. And you realize that this cannot go on because you're losing yourself. You've got to get back to your true authentic self. You see the difference between that and that? That's what that relationship has done to you. It doesn't mean you can blame your partner. It doesn't mean you just blame yourself. It takes two to tango. I like it when there's a 50-50, not blame, but taking responsibility for your own action. So you've gladly given so much to them. They've gladly taken it. And why shouldn't they? But now, of course, you need to get back to that inner peace, that inner quiet, that steadiness, that equilibrium, that self-control, that self-esteem. You need to get your self-esteem back. You need to let them go. They want to go. You need to let them go. As painful as that is. Last card. Turn on your heart light. Reflect on a time when you experienced love. Yeah, you're thinking back to when this started. Of course, you're reminiscing here. And you felt whole and you felt good and you felt also excited about the situation. You felt that you could take it on. You felt you were ready. You felt you were strong enough. But in the end, it's proven not the case. You've grown apart. They're running one way. You're staying in one position. They're running away from that. It's not as if you're going in two different directions. You've stayed steady. You stayed true. It's them who want the more excitement. Keep wanting more and more excitement. They don't want to settle, basically. Even though you may be in a long-term relationship. They have not settled, and they will never settle. If they haven't settled by now, they will not settle. They've got the Ask for Help card. What do you really need? Be willing to accept support. Well, they didn't think they needed help, did they? Of course, they went forward, never mind the consequences, riding a little bit roughshod over this relationship. Perhaps having an epiphany, perhaps they're realizing it's ending, and perhaps they don't want it to end. Perhaps they don't want it to end, but they find it extremely difficult to change, and I don't think they will. They will change, not to the extent that you can get that balance back that you want and feel your true authentic self and, get your power back and feel settled. You'll always feel that they are attracting other people, that you have to fight them off. Obviously not physically, but mentally you find it very difficult to share them with other people. So, but you know, it's a relationship, so they should be sharing things with you, not with other people. But so if they're asking for help, it is late in the day, too late in the day, I would say. It seems to me that you were kind of compatible and excited about each other in the beginning, but that's worn off. And now you're dealing with the fallout, and you have to get back to your true authentic self. They have to find whatever road they want to travel on. They have to do some new journey, new path. They have to make the experience. Whether they'll regret it later, we don't know. We don't know, but at the moment you are not compatible. So, Sagittarius, that's what I have for you for this compatibility reading. Please hit the like and subscribe buttons if any of it resonated. I will see you in the next reading. Until then, take very good care. Bye-bye.